Okay. Um, Good afternoon, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I am really happy to join this meeting today with you. I'm really glad to see all of you from all over Indonesia. And I see there are so many from Sumatera and until Papua. And it was very happy to meet all of you. I'm really thank you because all of you want to join. And later we will discuss together about English. And today we will get the new list from our speaker, Mr. Januardi, inshallah. And before we come to the discussion, I'm going to meet all of you. I hope we are together about English, and I hope we can um, get advantage from this. Okay. Firstly, before we give the time for our speaker, I just want to explain to all of you about our program today. It's called Let's Speak. Let's Speak is one of the program of RPI Rumah Produktif Indonesia English School. This program is one of our way to practice our English together and to make to make us brave to talk in English, to speak in English in front of many people. And I hope all of us here can practice it and um, can practice our English together. Okay, for the first time, I will ask three of you to introduce yourselves. So for the first time, I will call Miss Ipo. Miss Ipo, are you here? Miss Ipo, Mustalifah, are you here? Okay,
Yes, Kak, I'm here.
I will give the time for you to introduce yourself. Okay.
Oh, me? Oh, my God. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone.
Salam.
Sorry, I'm really getting nervous actually. um, Thank you. My name is Musdalifa, but my friends call me Ipo, and I live in Makassar. But right now, I'm what I say, 200 kilometers from Makassar because of PSBB. I don't know how to say in English PSBB. So that's why I back to my home village to spend my time and to do what is it, work from home. So what I am going to say, yes, my daily activity is during this pandemic because all the system and learning system by online. So that's why I try to join some webinar and then try to improve my English also. So that's why I'm so lucky to having and to join this community because I connected with the other friends with have a same frequency that we want to learn English together without any what is it by avoiding some like afraid to say in front of people and then try to avoiding the grammar. So to be honest, my grammar was not really good. So I think that's all, Kak Mahdalena. I'm really nervous here. Thank you for all of you are guys to give me opportunity to speak in front of you all, and then yeah, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you very much, Ipo. You are nervous? Me too.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Learn together. I mean, because this is our first time, so I think it's okay to be nervous, but the point is we have to learn and don't be brave or don't be afraid to learn. Okay, thank you very much
Yes.
for you to introduce yourself. So you are in Makassar, is it right?
Not really in Makassar. Yes, in Makassar, but not in Makassar City, Kak. I'm in Pindrang Regency actually.
Okay. So you are the neighbor of Wiwit, yes or no?
Yeah,
Are you?
not neighbor actually, but she is my senior when we study at campus. So
Oh,
I
I
learned
see.
a lot of things from Kak Vidya because she is the excellent girl that I ever known.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Iko. Thank you for
Thank
your time,
you.
and
Nice to meet you all.
nice to meet you too. Okay. For the next time, I will call Mr. Bahtiar. Are you in here, Mr. Bahtiar? I think it's your turn,
Yes.
Mister. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe you can.
Assalamualaikum
Uh,
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everybody.
Salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
You can hear my
Oh,
voice. My voice
it's
is
very
clear.
clear.
Yeah.
Very clear.
here.
Very
Very
clear.
clear with a
Yes,
handsome.
very clear, sir.
Hai Pak Yan.
Yeah.
How are you today?
Fine. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Nice to meet you again.
Alhamdulillah. Yeah.
Time
It's very good
flies.
time to. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I am Bahtiar. I live at Surabaya. Since I went to long time ago, uh, almost 20 years ago, and I live in Rungkut. It is a region in Surabaya with COVID patient so big in Surabaya, and it is one of the red zone for COVID in Surabaya. I think Pak Yan remember that Pak Yan ever stop by and stay overnight at my house
Yes.
after
Alhamdulillah.
yeah after
Thank
we
you.
have event in Yogyakarta
Jakarta.
and before you going home to Makassar. I and Pak Yan is friend as member of FLP. FLP is the biggest writer organization in the world, maybe with members more than I don't know today maybe more than 5,000 ya, Pak Yan ya,
Yes.
or 10,000.
I think
I
10,000.
don't know. Okay, 10,000 ya. Yeah. I'm husband of one wife. I married her almost 20 years old. But every time I see her face, see her eyes, I always see a 24 years old lady with
Yes.
never forget a smile. And she gave me 10 sons and daughters till today. Something like Halilintar, Atta Halilintar, or Mr. Mutamim Lahu, Warhamu Wafi Wanhu. Something I never imagined before, how to handle a big family like this. But Alhamdulillah, I can live with all of my family till today. And Alhamdulillah, I can work from home in this pandemic situation. I work at the IT consultant company at Jakarta. I live at Surabaya. So actually, I have been working from home almost 5 years. Yeah, it is not it is not a new situation for me to working from home. We handle the project in some cities in Indonesia and also in Kuala Lumpur, and because we only need internet connection to communicate with others, to handle, to monitor the system in the each server by internet connection by online. So it is not the situation is not a problem for us to continue the project as usual. I think it is my introduction, my myself to you all. Thank you very much for this time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, Mr. Bahtiar. It's really nice to see you this afternoon. Well, so for you, there is no difference between coronavirus before and few years ago, because you work from home for 4 years. Is it right?
Yes, 5 years. Yeah,
5 years. Okay.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah,
there is no difference between this condition before and after, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Bahtiar. And next, I will call Miss Uchi from Jayapura. Are you there, Miss Uchi? Have you joined? Miss Uchi, where are you? Miss Uchi. Hello, where are you? So there are 3 persons who will introduce themselves this afternoon. And the last one is Miss Uchi from Jayapura. So I allow you to introduce yourself, Miss.
Hello. Do you hear me, Miss?
Yes, sure. Your voice is clear. Okay. Please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for giving a time to introduce myself. My name is Suzy Marlina Butar-Butar and usually called Uchi Papua. I work as civil servant and I live in Jayapura, Papua City. And I'm very interested to join this group with the aim of improve my English language. I think this group is very have fun. I'm so sorry. my children they okay. I'm a mother and I have 2 children, one boy and one girl, and they are toddler. I think that's my short introduction. Maybe I'm very nervous, so I think that's enough for me. Thank you.
All of us nervous, I think, yeah. Okay, continue.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Uchi. What time is it now, Miss?
Now, 3:30 at PM in Jayapura City.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Miss Uchi. I really hope someday I can go to Papua and meet you there. It's really a big dream of me. Okay. Thank you very much.
We are waiting. Okay, thank you.
Okay, that's all the self-introductions from our friends. There is Ipo and then Mr. Bahtiar and Miss Uchi. I hope next week we will introduce another 3 persons in the program like this. So I think for today it's enough for 3 persons, and so that we can come into our topic today, we will please Mr. Januari. But before, I will read some uh, CV of Mr. Januari Syukur. He is president of Rumah Produktif Indonesia, and he is an alumni Australia Indonesia Muslim Exchange Program and United States Professional Fellow. Okay, and now we will give to Mr. Januari to present the topic today. Okay, please, Mr. Januari, it's your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much for Mrs. Magdalena. This is very important for me to share with you, yeah. Alhamdulillah, we can join, we can involve in this very nice meeting. And I think this is not only important, not only valuable for us to improve our language, but also to connect each other from Sumatra to Java, from Borneo to Celebes, and also to Papua. So I make one PowerPoint. So and my wife will operate my PowerPoint. You can see my PowerPoint. But unfortunately, you can see a lot of picture, yeah, picture without. And I will share with you about the picture. Why I choose the picture to explore to you. Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think you can see my PowerPoint, yeah, in my presentation here. Okay, I make one PowerPoint here today about Go Global. This is a very important issue for us as Indonesian, to how to be an Indonesian citizen with a global mindset, with global perspective. So this is very important, not only for me and also for us. We must to be a go global person, global mindset. And I will share to you about my way how to learn English. Actually, in the past time when I was a student at boarding school, I was very had with bahasa Inggris, had with English, because English is a language from Western countries, and I, as a student of Islamic boarding school, I must to learn Arabic, but I must to learn Arabic and English. But after I graduate from master degree, I was realized that English is very important for me to share my language, my perspective, my opinion to global community. So I will share to you about my way how to learn English. Second. Okay, this is two pictures about me. You can see the picture. First picture about when I was refugees at my village in Tobelo. Yeah, Tobelo is located in North Halmahera, North Halmahera Island, and after social conflict, after conflict between two religion, Islam and Christian, I was refugees, maybe 2 weeks, yeah, 2 weeks at the camp. And secondly, my picture when I was a student at graduate program of Department of Anthropology, Hasanuddin University, Makassar. These two picture was very emotional to me because this is very how to say it, it's very emotional and very inspiring to me to be a good person, to be a success person, and also to be inspired person to others. Continue to other slide. Okay, 21st century skill. I think all of us know about this skill. We must to have communication skill, yeah, like bahasa Inggris. So today it is very important for us to have or to know and also to understand what's going on in global community. For example, if we want to know about global pandemic in US and also another country, so we must to search and you must to learn about other newspaper in English. So in this 21st century, all of us should know and should understand, and also should practice English, not only to understand, not only to read, but also to practice, to speak, and also to write as well. Yeah, Kampung Inggris, Pare. Kampung Inggris is one good kampung, yeah, one good village in Indonesia. I had experience about how to learn here, and I think this is very important to you. Maybe if you want to continue to get your master or PhD, to come here, to come to Kampung Inggris Pare, to involve with other fellow to learn about English and also to practice your English. And continue. This is in Kampung Inggris. Yeah, people practice their language every day in 24 hours. Yeah, they practice every day, and they gain more how to say, more productive in their language. So if you stay just 1 month in Pare, in Kampung Inggris, I think you can be able to speak English fluently. This is a picture that I feel very happy if I see this picture, because when I take this picture as a student at Global English Pare, my tutor say to me that you must to speak English in 5 minutes and don't stop. 5 minutes, all about if you want to say anything in 5 minutes, and he count in his time. Yeah, so I think speaking in 5 minutes without stop is very important. And I think maybe in RPI RPI English school, we can practice about this speaking in 5 minutes without stop in Google Meet. This is some book, yeah. I bought some book at Pare to improve my knowledge about grammar, about how to know about other vocabulary, because very important for us to have a broad vocabulary, about broad perspective about English, yeah. So this is very important for me, and maybe we should buy a book like this, yeah, to improve our language. This is my picture with bicycle, yeah, sepeda in Pare, and yeah, you can see the situation in Pare. The situation is very beautiful, very wonderful to me to improve my knowledge, because this is a small city in Jawa Tengah, in the center of Java, and very important, very good place to improve our language. Pandawa Beach, Bali. Yeah, after completing the program at Global English, our school, yeah, at Global English have a program to jalan-jalan, to walking in Indonesian English, yeah, to visit Bali. This is Pandawa Bali, So in Bali, I told to some college, I practice my English with some bule, yeah, especially bule from Australia, because in Bali, so many Australian there. They spend their time in Bali. They spend their time in Bali, and they feel enjoy to live in Bali. This is my screenshot picture when I was a speaker. At Bandung Spirit Network at Konferensi Asia Afrika building at Bandung. I have 15 minutes to share about the spreading of ISIS influences in Indonesia. I mean, ISIS influences from the Middle East spread out to our country, and how to interpret about that. So I share my perspective, my knowledge in one piece of paper. And after that, some professor from Belanda and other country like France, they asked to me about my perspective about terrorism. Okay. Yeah, you can see in this picture dosa king, ya. Dosa king mean dosa besar or raja dosa. Oh no. This is not raja dosa. This is just a restaurant name in Bangkok. When I was young, actually I feel young, yeah, until now, yeah. I feel young. I'm not all. I just have children, not all, yeah. Okay, this is this picture was taken in Bangkok. In Bangkok, when Department of State, U.S. Department of State, invite me to be a participant at international collaboration, international seminar at Bangkok. Continue. And this is my picture with my colleague, Australia Indonesia Muslim Exchange Program. I was initiated a book about culture, about harmony, to make a better partnership between Indonesia and Australia. And the book was published in Gramedia. I think Brother Zahrul is one of the writer in this book. Yeah, this is our picture after book launching at Australian Embassy at Jakarta. Yeah, this is initiative. If you want to learn English in this time, you must to have initiative. Initiative means prakarsa. You have to initiate something like English school. Yeah, our director Magdalena and deputy director Mbak Wiwit, they have a good perspective and also a good initiative how to make our group, our WhatsApp group actively for all of the member. Yeah, and until now we continue with this meeting. I think this is very important and this is very valuable, not only for the member of Rumah Produktif Indonesia English School, but also for another participant from another English school. Yeah, so initiative is very important today if you want to practice your language. I mean, you can email to another person at US, or you can search new friend at Facebook. I think you can add new friend from Australia, from America, to practice your English, and also maybe you can practice every day with your math. This is my picture when I was a speaker at Bandung. Yeah, Bandung. I was this picture was panel. Yeah, panel discussion with some professor from US, from Europe, and also from Africa. They share their perspective about multiculturalism, about politics, and me, your friend, I was presented my perspective about terrorism. Okay, this is my picture when I was a speaker. Yeah, speaker at Australian Embassy. I introduced about what my intention with this book, with this Hidup Damai di Negeri Multikultur. You can see this book. This is the book, yeah, Hidup Damai di Negeri Multikultur, Living Peacefully in Multicultural Society, published by Gramedia. This is my picture when I was a speaker about think tank in Asia Pacific. I was invited by US Department of State to share my perspective about think tank, how to make a good think tank in Asia Pacific. Also, this is my picture. I wrote here about sphere of influence, means ruang pengaruh. So if you want to improve your English, you must to have ruang pengaruh, sphere of influence to others. Here I was invited by Australian ambassador to be a participant, to have a dinner with another person. You can see in this picture Indonesian people, just two. First, woman, graduate from Australia, and also staff in Australian Bank. And secondly, your friend. Yeah, nggak apa-apa kan? Okay, this is my picture with Australian ambassador, and also you can see. Yeah, you can see another side is Hidayat Doe. Hidayat Doe is our Secretary of Rumah Produktif Indonesia. When Hidayat Doi hijrah, how to say it, hijrah, maybe berpindah ya, hijrah in English ya, in English, how to say in English, hijrah ya, Magdalena, not transform ya, but yeah, previously he was live in Bandung to get a master at ITB, but he has another opinion about that, and he hijrah. He came to Jakarta, to Depok, I think, to Depok. And when he lived in Depok, near to my kos-kosan, near to my home, and I said to Hidayat Doi, Dayat, you must to go with me. I was invited by Australian ambassador, so come with me. We go to Australian embassy, and I will introduce you to ambassador. So I introduced Hidayat Doi to ambassador. And when Hidayat Doi go to Makassar, and now he has been staff at Hasanuddin University, a public humas ya, Hasanuddin University. I contact Dayat. I want to make one group about productive, how to be a productive person in this pandemic era. So after sharing and also calling with Dayat say that, Kak, it's better for us to make a group with name Rumah Produktif, not produktif di rumah. So I change my group with Rumah Produktif, and I add Indonesia. So our organization name is Rumah Produktif Indonesia, and the first group is RPI official. This is the first group of Rumah Produktif Indonesia. Continue. This is my picture with Australian ambassador. Greg Moriarty, and also another ambassador until now. Continue. Attending international meeting. Yeah, we are Indonesian, but in Indonesia, especially in Jakarta, Bandung, and some big city, so many international meeting, international forum. So this is very important, very valuable for us to attend the meeting, maybe as a participant or maybe as a speaker. So I attend the meeting like this, World Religious Forum, yeah, by Professor Din Samsudin. My friend, Muslim Exchange Program alumni, sent to me by WhatsApp that Mas Yanwardi, Ibu Nia, our senior, Professor Nia from Australian National University, asked me to invite you to come here. So I come to this meeting, and I meet with Ibu Nia, Professor Virginia Hooker. You can see the picture, and my left is Professor Misuo Nakamura from Japan, and also here you can see Mas Hajrianto Tohari. Now he is ambassador, Indonesian ambassador to Lebanon, and also Professor Sudarnoto Hakim from UIN Ciputat. This is my another picture at Sydney Gallipoli Mosque when I was a participant of Australia-Indonesia Muslim Exchange Program. This mosque is very inspiring to me because when I enter the mosque, I see the calligraphy, Islamic writing, yeah, in the building. I see the ayah from Al-Quran said, "Walamma dakhala 'alaiha Zakaria al-mihrab wajada indaha rizqa." When Zakaria, when Prophet Zakaria enter in the mihrab, in the mihrab in Jerusalem, in Maryam mihrab, Zakaria saw the rizqa. Rizqa mean food and other something like that. Yeah, and Zakaria said, this food, this kind of rizki, you get from who? And then Maryam said that this is from Allah. We don't know how Allah give Maryam, but this is one of the mystery, I think, puzzle, I think, because Allah, if Allah wants, Allah will say kun fayakun. Or Indonesia, we know jadilah maka jadilah. So in this mosque, I feel how to say, I feel inspiring with this mosque, with Turkey Sydney Gallipoli Mosque. And also this is my picture. Yeah, this is in Melbourne. Yeah, just sitting down in the chair without meaning. No meaning here. No meaning. Just say to explain to you my picture. Terus National Library of Victoria. This is my picture with my college. College as a participant of Australia Indonesia Muslim Exchange Program. The building is like Library of Congress in Washington DC. After I entered this building, maybe 5 or 4 years after that, I came to Library of Congress at Amerika Serikat. Continue to another picture. An umbrella man. Wah, umbrella man. As president of Rumah Produktif Indonesia, I want to be an umbrella for you, an umbrella for all of cluster. So this is your umbrella. I want to share my perspective. I want to share my skill. I want to share my everything to my colleague, to my member, to my friend here in Rumah Produktif Indonesia. So, for example, some writer until now they have send their draft of book to some publisher like Gramedia and also Tiga Serangkai. I think this is for me, this is very important to share my perspective, to share my knowledge, to share my skill to other, because what I got today, this is from Allah, from our God, and also as a human, as a Muslim, as a Muslim, I must to share my perspective. I must to share my skill to others. Yeah. Continue to another picture. This is my picture at National Gallery of Victoria. Yeah, very wonderful. The background ya, background doang ya, yang wonderful. Orangnya just so biasa-biasa saja. Continue. Okay, yeah, this is my another picture in Australian Senate, Parliament of Australia. Another picture. Okay, when I was a participant at Australia Indonesia Muslim Exchange Program, I shoot some data, yeah, some data, interesting data like this. For important, this is data, but unfortunately, I can see in my gadget. So we continue to another picture. Yeah, continue to another picture. Yeah, continue. Yeah, this is my picture in my apartment at maybe Melbourne, yeah, Melbourne or Sydney. I don't know. I remember my father. My father, he was he passed away, and I remember, and I also pray to Allah with bighfirli wali walidayya warahmah kama rabbayani shaghira. This is very emotional to me. And this is, yeah, okay. And this is not emotional. This is just showing to you, especially Ibu Uci, Mbak Uci Papua, Angga Putri, and also Mas Bahtiar, Mbak Eka, and other colleagues, except Mas Zahrul, yeah. I think Mas Zahrul same with me as participant of Muslim Exchange. So maybe you can have a chance to go there, to go to Sydney. And if you go to Sydney, don't forget, Mbak Uci, to take a photo like my photo, yeah. Okay, this is a traditional market at Melbourne. Yeah, pasar tradisional, not becek like Indonesia, like Indonesian market. I think this is very important for us as scholar to how to make our pasar, our market is bebas dari becek, or our market, our traditional market with clean, yeah, clean our clean traditional market. Continue. This is my picture at Yarra River, Melbourne. Another picture. Yeah, another picture. This is my, yeah, with Professor Ismet Fanani. Professor Ismet is a professor at Deakin University. Honestly, I wanted to continue my PhD at Deakin University, and also to Australian National University, ANU at Canberra, because my scholarship from LPDP is to Canberra, but I changed my mind to continue my PhD here at Universitas Indonesia. This is my picture with two flags, Indonesia and Australia. I want to be a bridge between two countries. Jakarta, Dubai, Washington DC. This is my visiting, my first visiting from Jakarta to Dubai and continue to Washington DC. At Fairfax Hotel, this is my breakfast, yeah, breakfastnya with coffee and also bread and egg, yeah, and egg. This is approximately 15 US dollar, 15 US dollar. And Mr. Yanur, this is my my picture when we have when we had a meeting at Washington DC. Another picture. This is, wow. This is Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump signed to us as participant. Thank you, Mr. Trump, for your letter to us. This is very valuable for me. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Embassy of Indonesia at DC, at Washington DC. Okay, another picture. The capital. This is Parliament House for American. Yeah. Continue. In the ground of Capitol, you can see like this some statues. For example, here Popeye. I think Popeye in cartoon maybe inspired from here, yeah, from Popeye. Washington Monument, like Monas, yeah. This is very close with Mr. Iskandar home, ya, Mr. Iskandar. You are Jakarta Pusat citizen, not citizen. Yeah, you are Jakarta Pusat people. So this is very, not this is very important, very near to your country. I think Monas is very near with your home. This is Trump Hotel. Yeah, Mr. Trump is a rich man. Yeah, rich man. This is one of his hotel at Washington DC. Subway. It's like MRT in Jakarta. Ministerial meeting at U.S. Department of State. Lincoln Memorial, one of the one of the important site in National Mall at Washington DC. Yeah, here at Lincoln Memorial, you can see there Washington Monument, and after Washington Monument, you can see Capitol and Library of Congress. Yeah, here you can see your friend here. I don't know if you see your friend here. You can see, where is my friend here? I don't know, but realize that your friend, a speaker here, in front of this picture. This is a character. If you want to be success person, to succeed in your life, you must to sit down, or you must to be in the first class. You must to be in the front, in front of the picture. U.S. Institute of Peace. When I was in here, I was interviewed by one independent journalist from Afghanistan. He lived in Washington DC, and he said to me, Mr. Yanwardi from Indonesia, what do you think about Taliban? Yeah, so my answer is Taliban is biggest Islamic movement in Afghanistan, and until now this is the biggest Harakah Islamiyah in Islamic movement in Afghanistan. That's why in the first I think maybe in January or February, Amerika Serikat, US, and Taliban make agreement to make a peace each other. Another picture. This is Twitter, capture from Twitter. Mary Royce from U.S. Department of State. You can see my picture. George Washington University. This is another picture when I was a speaker at George Washington University. I talked to the audience about the rise of Islamic identities in Indonesia. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know that my English is like this, but I have changed to speak my idea, my perspective to others in US. So, all of us, I think, we will have changed to be a speaker like this. This is my picture at George Washington. This is in Pentagon, Department of Defense, U.S. Department of Defense, Pentagon. Continue to another picture, Library of Congress, over there, Library of Congress. If you are Hollywood lovers, Hollywood film lovers, you can see the picture like Library of Congress. And also, this is the White House, White House, Gedung Putih. You can see over there, Gedung Putih. This is my picture in front of Gedung Putih. And I had wait to my college in Rumah Produktif Indonesia. When will you come to America to sit down in the chair? I think you can. I suggest to you to influence to improve your language so that you can have so many program to Australia, to America, and to other countries. Imam Center, Maryland. This is Indonesian center, and also a mosque in Maryland. Continue. Party at Maryland, as Indonesian people, we believe that party. What is party? Party is like dansa or something like that. But party in American perspective is like makan-makan here in Indonesia. So we makan-makan at the party. This is in Maryland.
Mana ayam lo masih hidup ya?
Calvary Episcopal Church. This is a meeting, sharing in the church, in gereja. I share my knowledge, my perspective here. You can see my picture here. I share about my transformation after religious conflict in my village. Yeah, with Mayor Bill Peduto. This is another inspiring picture. Yeah, and you can see where is your friend here. In front of Mayor Peduto, Wali Kota Pittsburgh, or in the back? Yes, you can say that my friend here in front of Bill Peduto, because this is character. This is your friend character. Okay. Manhattan Island from the aircraft. When I was a participant in America, so in the craft, in the aircraft, in pesawat ya, the aircraft I take a photo. I took a photo of Manhattan Island of America. This is in United Nations, UN, PBB. Continue to other picture, Jum'ah prayer at UN, at PBB. So, if you visit to America, you can involve in Jumat prayer, Sholat Jumat, like this in UN, United Nations. And the Imam here is Imam Samsi Ali. I had appointment with Imam Samsi Ali in front of UN, and after that we come to UN to Sholat Jumat bareng-bareng. Continue to other picture. Yeah, this is my identity when I enter the UN. Broadway, yeah, Broadway is a famous place in New York. Famous place, especially in Tahun Baru, in New Year, Happy New Year. Yeah, the Broadway is a famous place for that. Nusantara Foundation. This is Imam Samsi Ali office to share some perspective, some program from here. Ground Zero, wow, Januari Syukur, Alhamdulillah, you must do gratitude because you are terrorist, not terrorist, yeah, you are a terrorist expert. Some people say about that, and now you had visit to Ground Zero at 911. This is a place for World Trade Center, Twin Tower, after crash by plane, yeah, by plane. This is Ground Zero, Twin Tower. Empire State Building from Roger Hotel. I was leaving. I stay at Roger Hotel. Very expensive, yeah. Very expensive, Roger Hotel. And this is very near to Empire State Building. And you can see this picture, $10 for mineral water. Mineral water like here in Indonesia, come back, yeah. It's very expensive, yeah, very expensive, 149.000. Wow. Here in Jakarta, mineral water maybe 10.000, ya kan? 10.000. But in New York, mineral water is very expensive. Continue. Newark International Airport. Yeah, this is the last airport when I must come back to Indonesia to build rumah produktif Indonesia. Wah, bisa aja Mas Yanwardi. Terus, this is oleh-oleh. Yeah, give. Unfortunately, here in my house, I have just like postcard, yeah, from America. If you want to get one, just send to me your message, Mas Yanwardi. I want get one postcard and write your message to me. Ya, itu boleh. Okay, this is oleh-oleh from New York ya. Okay, continue to other picture, other slide. Continue. Yeah, English skill. So, my friend, how to improve our language? I think, yeah, just practice your listening, your reading, your writing, and also your speaking. Something like that lah. Pokoknya, just practice, and we will practice in our group in RPI English School every day, and every week we make a meeting like this to improve our language. Yeah? I think maybe we can share with another speaker, yeah, not only three speaker before the main speaker, but also maybe six speaker. It's better to improve their language. Speaking and listening is very important to improve your language. Continue. Yeah, this is my book. Unfortunately in bahasa Indonesia, but I have a great spirit to write and to publish in bahasa Inggris, in English language. Some article published in journal national, and also proceeding at international proceeding. But I have planned to make another book in English. Another book, yeah, something like this in bahasa Indonesia. Continue. This is, yeah, the influence of my sphere of my sphere of influence. Yeah, I have a friend from ambassador, from politician, from lecturer, from artist. So many friends I have. So this is very important for me to be a good person, something like this, yeah, like as a speaker at Net TV, a speaker at CNN Indonesia about terrorism, and also continue to other slide as a speaker at CNN Indonesia, and also at iNews, yeah, MNC, and also at TV One, yeah. My friend here in Google Meet, I think if you want to be a good person, if you want to be go global with a global mindset, you must struggle with yourself. Like this picture. This picture is same picture, fighting one statue and another statue. It means that the biggest problem in our life to be a good person, to be a success person, is struggle with ourselves. So you must don't be lazy, don't do something not important for your life. I think this is for me, and all of our practice here in English School, and also our program in Rumah Produktif Indonesia is dedicated to Merah Putih here in Indonesia. So that in RPI we will make and we will produce Indonesian citizen with productive kind of people, yeah, with productive people from RPI. I think this is all from me. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much.
Very long ya, Pak Magdalena ya.
Yep.
Very long speak.
It's okay, no problem. It's really nice of you. Thank you very much. Okay. It's a very great experience. It's a very great story for us. It inspires us to be able.
Yeah, you will continue. You can continue, Mbak Magdalena. Or maybe Mbak Wiwit, you can change Mbak Magdalena's position here as a deputy of English school, because Mbak Magdalena's voice is a lack of voice. Yeah.
Okay. Hello. You listen my voice?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for the nice explanation, Mr. Yanwardi. And then maybe after listening some motivation and also inspiration from our speaker today, namely Mr. Yanwardi Syukur, we have a high motivation maybe to learn English and then to how to say, to have a big motivation to go abroad. Okay, maybe this is the time for Kailan. Okay, Kailan. No, the signal is bad, maybe. So maybe this is the time for uh, asking questions to the speaker, right? Okay, maybe before giving a chance to everybody here, I have one question to Mr. Yanwardi Syukur. Actually, that all of your explanation just now is very inspiring us, and honestly, you are one of my idols here because you have a high motivation, and then you are a good model for us. And then actually I pray and I highly motivated to visit America someday. Okay, now talking about English is very important nowadays. I have one problem here, that what I always hear from society, maybe in a wider society, that not all people realize and understand that English is very important in this era. Some society say that learning English too much can reduce or can lose the spirit of nationalism, right? Okay, let us take an example. Some of young generation, not only young generation, maybe some of us will more comfortable to say that I'm nervous rather than to express you're groggy, rather than say, oh, saya nervous, and you don't say that saya groggy. Okay, that's one of the example that how to maybe day to day it can reduce the nationalism. So, in your point of view, what do you think about this? And then I would like to ask your suggestion how to socialize or how to change the society's mindset to have a positive statement about English. Because I think that how to change the society's mindset to realize and understand about the importance of English is one of the way to open our opportunity to practice English in a wider society. As you know that one of our problems we face nowadays is because we don't have a wider opportunity to practice our English. That's why if we master English, if we master vocabulary, have less vocabulary, but we don't have the time or the opportunity to practice our English. I think that it's impossible to make us how to say more competent in English. That's what you just now you explained about the existence of Kampung Inggris Pare. What makes us different in our society now in Kampung Inggris Pare, because Kampung Inggris Pare provide
a good facilitation to practice our English. Okay, maybe only that. Thank you.
Yeah, I will ask you directly ya, Mbak Widya ya. I think this is our problem ya here in Indonesia because not because the mindset about English is very important is not not common in our people. So I have some opinion about that. First of all, we must to expand English meeting. For example, if you stay or if you live in Makassar, you can involve with Almarkas Max meeting. Almarkas meeting. This is a wonderful and very important group meeting in Makassar. But unfortunately, Almarkas English meeting doesn't they didn't expand the meeting to other mosque, to other masjid. So I think if you live in one village, in one city, you must expand English meeting. For example, English meeting now we have English meeting in RPI English school. So maybe for the next month or maybe for the next year, we can make RPI English school chapter Papua, led by Mrs. Uchi. RPI English School chapter Aceh, chapter Padang, and also in so many city. Yeah. So the spirit of English, the spirit of speaking English language, and the spirit to improve our language is common in our people. And secondly, I think we must to make a competition, English competition, also English program. For example, like Australia Indonesia Muslim Exchange Program, this is funded by Australian government. Maybe we as a citizen, we can suggest to local government, for example, Makassar, because you live in Makassar, for example, Makassar mayor of Makassar to make English program, English exchange, maybe exchange youth leader from Makassar youth people from Makassar through to Singapore and also to another city, yeah, to another state. So I think this two program, expanding English meeting and also competition and program, is very important to improve our people to change their mindset, yeah, to change their mindset from negative to positive. For me, in the past time, I have a negative statement, yeah, about bahasa Inggris. I was hate. I feel hate to English because this lesson is boring, membosankan. I don't get so many manfaat, so many benefit. But after I was graduate from UI for my master degree, I realized that Januardi, if you want to be a global leader, you must to know English. If you want to be a global leader, if you want to be a national leader, you must to know English. You can see why our president, when he talked at Brookings Institution, and when moderator and the host of from Brookings Institution say, Mr. President, what do you think about this problem for about the economy of in your country? And the president say, I will ask, or I will examine my minister. This is I think this is not productive, yeah, as leader. So all of us should now and should improve our language so that in the future, if we will get position like minister or maybe a leader in this country, so we have skill, we have capability to speak in bahasa Inggris. We have a capability to call to another minister, to other state, to other city, to other continent with English. And we must prepare from today. I think this is very important. And also about Pare, Pare is a small city, but very good, very good, and very good place to improve our language. And I want to bring Pare spirit from Pare Kampung Inggris to this RPI English School. So, Miss Widya, you as deputy of English School, you have a great challenge how to bring the spirit of English from English Pare to English School. I think this is for me. Thank you, Miss Widya.
Okay, thank you very much for the nice explanation. Maybe how to open or change the mindset, maybe by joining English meeting, and then we can go to Kampung English Pare, right? Okay, next.
Yes.
I will the opportunity to Mas Chandra.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity to me. My name is Chandra Hinangulu. I am from Malukas, Ambon. You can see my voice?
Yeah. Your voice is very clear.
Yes. Okay. I have two questions for Mr. Yarwar Sukur. After I see your message in this group, I have many hope for my team. But I don't have English. I don't have good people English. I have three questions. Had three questions for you.
Yeah.
First question is, how much can we pay to entry in the program in Kampung Pare? Yes, it is one question for me. And the second question is, what is can we prepare to entry for your program exchange program or for international exchange program or conference? How to prepare? And the third question is, I like with your program Muslim exchange in Australia. How to enter this program? Maybe that's thank you for attention. Okay, back to Widya.
Okay, thank you very much, Mas Chandra. Should I repeat the question, Payan?
Yeah. You can repeat it.
Okay. I think that Mas Chandra had three questions. The first one is how much we have to pay to go to Kampung English Pare. Maybe he means that the program that we have to pay. And the second one is how to prepare to join exchange program. And then the third one, I'm not mistaken, talking about what in Australia, exchange program in Australia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, very clear, Miss Widya. Thank you very much, Miss Widya, to help me to understand. And also, Chandra, actually, I write your question here. The first question is about how much to pay as a participant at Kampung Inggris. Yeah, I forget about the budget. Yeah, but you can get the budget at Google at Global English, and the program is very various program. Yeah, for example, you can join in Global English with preparation grammar. So you just pay for this preparation for grammar. Also, you can choose. Maybe you have to choose. You want to choose vocabulary. So you join with this vocabulary program and you pay this program. Vocabulary and also IELTS and also TOEFL and another program. And I think you the money you can the Kampung English is very not expensive ya. How to say no, not expensive, tidak mahal, very cheap ya, very cheap. Yeah, very cheap. If you want to involve in bahasa Inggris. So if you have intention to go there, you must to go there. But I suggest you not now because this is a COVID pandemic. Not don't go in this pandemic era. My suggestion after a pandemic era, you can go to Pare and you can learn English. You can improve your English maybe 1 month, so you can influence your English. Second question about how to prepare to prepare to international program. Mr. Chandra, if you want to be a speaker at international program such as conference, international conference, so you must to prepare first your paper, abstract of your paper. You must to make a clear abstract and also a full paper, and then you send to the committee. And secondly, you must pay. You must pay some maybe 1 juta or maybe 500.000. Yeah, it's very it's quite different. Yeah, it's quite different. You must pay about the program, about the especially when you want to be a speaker. Yeah. So you must to prepare with abstract and full paper, and also paying some budget, and also you must to prepare with yourself. Yeah, you must prepare with yourself. You must be healthy to go to the conference, and you must to use the 15 minutes because the committee or moderator maybe give you just 15 minutes, 15 menit for you to share your perspective. So for me, for example, when I was a speaker at Bandung conference, international conference, I separate my speech with 3 parts. 5 part. I speak about what is the problem. Secondly, why question about the problem, and lastly about how to solve this problem. So you must to use 15 minutes productively for you to share your knowledge to others. Yeah. And third question about IMAP, Australia Indonesia Muslim Exchange Program. Until now, I am served as a president of Forum Alumni Australia Indonesia Muslim Exchange Program. I got information from Canberra that this year 2020 the selection of IMAP is closed because of pandemic era, pandemic impact, and will be open maybe next year in 2021. So you can prepare yourself with some data like certificate of English, and also if you wrote some article at website or local newspaper or national newspaper, you must to document the paper, and you prepare yourself with how to how to be a good person if you want to apply the program. I think that's all for me, Chandra. Thank you. Mbak Widya, your turn.
Okay, thank you very much for the explanation. Okay, is it clear, Mas Chandra?
Yes, clear.
Very clear.
Yes.
Okay. Should I explain again? No.
Another question or maybe comment about
Do you
this
have any comment?
presentation?
Okay, maybe another question, Mbak Sophie maybe.
Directly, I think, Mbak Widya. Mbak Sophie can ask directly. Because I want to hear his voice, her voice.
Hello. Testing.
Ibu Sophie.
Ibu Sophie first, Mr. Iskandar.
Another question maybe. We'll ask question.
Can you hear my voice?
Yes. Pak Iskandar.
Is it clear?
Would you like to ask question?
Can this meeting gives us certificate of attendance? Certificate of attendance. It's good for credit.
Yes, I think we can make a certificate, yeah.
Yes, of course.
for people here.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Mbak Widya, you can make it, yeah, as a deputy of English school.
There is things I want to say. First, congratulations to this first meeting for the English session of the Productive House of Indonesia. And hopefully we can get this session each day, if it's possible, maybe twice a week. I'm very excited. I'm very happy to be here with you guys, so I can speak in our community. Hello, is my voice clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very clear.
Yeah, thank you very much.
But your face is not clear, brother. I don't see your face. Please.
I did it on purpose. It's because of my condition right now in this. And I hope this meeting can be the way to our improvement of being the world society, and hopefully maybe one of us becoming someday a great leader, yet well known in the universe, in the world. And
in the universe, yeah. In the universe,
yeah.
I mean,
Uji Papua, are you really come from Papua? So it's very large community, I guess. Yeah. I thought that's all. Thank you very much, Mr. Yankor and Ms. Magdalena and the other friends here. Hopefully we can continue our session in the next time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Iskandar. I think that we have scheduled our meeting. It's about let's talk every week. So we try to conduct this meeting via Google Meet or Zoom every week. But I think that it is impossible to conduct this every day, right? Okay, so you have another question, guys?
Me?
Ibu Sophie, okay, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. I want to ask you, Mr. Yanwardi, about his achievement, about how to be a person in exchange program or follow the fellow program in US? Hello?
Yeah. Okay, I hear your voice, Mbak Sophie.
Yeah, I want to ask you about your achievement. First that I know, not easy to be selected person in how to uh, exchange program like good exchange program in Australia or also in Malaysia. What is the program name? I forget because I try to apply even in Muslim exchange program or in the US fellow program.
Program, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but you are the one who can uh, practice to be a member of that program. The question is how to be selected in that program.
Okay.
Okay, thank
Mbak,
you.
yeah, thank you, Mbak Sophie. Mbak Widya,
You couldn't
I,
hear
yeah,
the voice?
yeah, I hear the voice, and I want to ask your permission to.
Answer. Time is
Yeah.
yours.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Widya. So, Mbak Sophie Gofran is my friend. We are graduated. We were, yeah, we are or yeah, graduated from UI, Master Program UI. Mbak Sophie asked me about how to be selected, at exchange program and US professional fellow, yeah, like this, like that. First of all, I think we must to know our strength, our kekuatan, our power. What is your power in your life, in your body, in your experience? For example, for me, I have something that in my mind. This is my strength in my mind. Yeah, I don't know from another perspective. In my mind, this is my strength. I'm a writer, a productive writer. I read so many articles in the news, in online news, in local newspaper, in journal, and also so many article. And also, I wrote so many books, so many books. I think maybe uh, other people in the age of like me, yeah, and like me, maybe they don't do like that, yeah, don't do like that. They don't write article productively, then they don't write a book productively. So I know my strength. So if you want to apply to exchange program or US fellow US program, you must to know your strength. And then secondly, you must to read carefully. You must to read carefully about the requirement, persyaratan. What is the persyaratan from exchange program? So you must to read carefully and you must to imagine with yourself. You read point one. Oh, this is very pas for me, cocok buat saya. Secondly, wah ini gue banget nih. Third, ini apa semuanya. Jadi we read carefully the requirement, persyaratannya, and we imagine in ourselves, and we make a decision that wah, this program I must to apply this program. Mbak Sophie, maybe some people believe that I was success person in action program, and also I was orang yang beruntung maybe ya about some program, but no people know about my fault, kegagalan saya. So, for example, I send application to Italia to be a resident writer in Italia. If I was selected, then today I'm at Italia, at Bellagio, Italia today. But you know, the problem if now I'm living in Italia is very horrific, very problematic, because Italia now the COVID impact is very huge, very big COVID impact in Italia. So if I was a participant at Italia now, yeah, wow, it's very big problem for me to be a resident in Italia. So when I fall, gagal, when I fall, the committee reject my application. So I think this is maybe a very good decision for me. Another application I sent to Bangkok, to Philippines, to Amman, Jordania, to Kementerian Pendidikan to be a resident writer in the US, and also I sent my proposal to Australia, and also so many application I sent with the fall. So this is your destiny, Yanuardi. Inilah takdir lu ya gagal di sini. So I accept my takdir dengan some fault tadi, some kegagalan tadi. But I feel gratitude. Saya bersyukur juga with some success application like Muslim Exchange Program to Australia and also to America. Yeah, I think that's my opinion about that, Mbak Sophie.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the explanation, Mr. Yan. Okay, so maybe how to be selected in this program. The first one is we have to know our strength. And then the second one is we have to read carefully the requirement, and then don't forget to learn from the failure. Okay?
Yeah, okay, failure, yeah. Thank you, Mbak Widya.
Yes. Do you have more questions? Miss Musdalifa, maybe? Miss Ipo? Another participants, do you have more questions?
Question.
Okay, Mr. Ruli, time's yours.
Okay, thank you very much. Is it clear, my voice?
Yes, very clear.
Yes.
Okay. It is the first time. Excuse me, the connection is.
Yeah.
Sorry, the connection is lost.
Trouble.
Yeah, trouble. Okay. It is a pleasure to see Mr. Sukur. It is the first time to see Mr. Sukur, and actually, it is speechless to give a comment for Mr. Sukur presentation, because you know, Mr. Sukur started from refugees. You can imagine refugees. From the refugees to become a global leader. How can the refugee can be the global speaker, global presenter, the famous writer? So the question is how Mr. Sukur can share the time for reading, for writing, for family, for having application. How can you share your time? It is 24 hours. How can you share from the 24 hours from very active activities in various activities. This is the questions, and I would like to give the comment also for why we have to practice English every day. Why we have to be able to master in English. In my opinion, English is a scientific language. Before English, Latin is becoming scientific language. Now, English is scientific language. So, mastering in English means we have to be able to what is it uh, to address our idea in English language. So that's why this this project is starting. So the question is, Pak Syukur, how can you share your time? It's very very curious for me. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Pak Ruli. The question is about because we know that Mr. Yanuar Syukur is very productive man. So the question is how to manage your time between write a book, your family, reading a book, making articles, and so on.
Good question.
Okay, time is yours.
Yes, thank you very much, Mbak Widya and Mas Ruli, Mas Zahrul. Ya, this is a very good question for me, and I don't know how to answer this question. Very big question for me, but I very big question. But I want to share with you human potential first. All of us, Allah give us three human potential in our life. First of all, we have brain, we have akal, brain. Secondly, we have ruh. Ruh, it means soul and something like that. And third, we have body. So if you want to be a productive person, you must to manage three of this potential. For example, you must to pray to our God with a very khusyuk version of your ibadah. And secondly, you must to learn, you must to improve your language, you must to improve your knowledge with your akal, with your brain, with a very good version of your brain. And secondly, you must to know your body. Where when is the best time for me to write, for example. For me, I have I don't have a specific time to write. I can write here in my room, but I will get so many inspiration if I stay in one room, or also maybe in one cafe with a cup of coffee or maybe a tea, and I listen some music. Unfortunately, this is Western music. Yeah, I realized that some people say to me that you are Ustad, Mas Yanuardi, you're Ustad. So every day you share tadabbur Quran in your Facebook. You have so many students call you Ustad, call you Sheikh, call you, yeah, some people call you Professor, assistant professor, yeah, assistant professor, my level in university. So I believe that we have specific motivation, some specific inspiration, maybe from music, from Quran, or maybe from the place. So time management is very important. Very important, time management. If I feel hungry, So I must to go to cafe or warteg, for example, or I go to the kitchen if I feel hungry. If I feel my body is fit, I will continue to write my article, to write my book. For example, for instance, when I was 25 year old, 25 until 30, I usually wrote my book of my draft book with 2 weeks, just 2 weeks. 2 weeks, in 2 weeks I wrote one book, one draft of book, and I sent to the editor or to publisher, and they publish, and the book will distribute to Gramedia across in Indonesia. But now, when my age 38 ya 38 ya 38, I feel different with with the past, ya. I feel different. So I manage myself because when I want to write, my little son, ya, my little son hold my hand. Let's make castle. Let's make castle, benteng. Let's make benteng for you and me, two of us, I and my little son. So I think I must to mendahulukan lah mendahulukan my little son rather than my.
Oh my God.
Where to see?
The signal is bad, maybe. Okay, is it clear, Mr. Ruli?
Yes, it is clear.
So how to manage the time that because the human have potentials, three potentials, namely brain, ruh, and body. So we have to manage this first. And the second one is, maybe this is talking about the learning style. Mr. Yanwardi Syukur learning style is about going to the public place to finish all the assignment or the task. And I myself, maybe I prefer to go to the silent room or the quiet room to finish my task. So this is talking about our learning style, and we have different learning styles. And then
thank you, Mbak Vidya. You know in my mind, yeah. You know in my mind. Thank you very much. Thank you for helping me to answer Mr. Ruli's question. Thank you.
So I just make a summary of what you have explained just now.
Yes.
Okay. And then, what else? Do you have more questions, audience? Miss Musdalifa, maybe? Maybe I would like to read one comment, or I don't know, it's about question or comment from Pak Uci. Does Mr. Yanwar continue your study abroad using your own money or by using scholarship opportunities? Then how do I find scholarships that are, of course, an age limitation, a major problem for me, because I know that the standard of scholarship is maybe 14 years old, and while I have passed it, so it's difficult for me to continue my study abroad. Do you have any solutions or any comment about this?
I have a solution for you, Mbak Uci. Maybe you can go to your local government. Maybe your local government have a scholarship for women. Yeah, I think local government in Papua, especially in Jayapura, should have a program to improve to rise the level of of knowledge level of education in Papua people. So I suggest you to go to your local government. Maybe you can go to Dinas Pendidikan, Education Bureau, or maybe maybe in the district, in Bupati, or maybe in governor of Papua, Papua. Or secondly, maybe you can search at the Google, at the Google, some maybe rich people. I think so many rich people here in Indonesia, in Australia, and other people. Maybe they want to be your sponsor to your study, or maybe you must to spend your time to get money to continue your study. I mean, maybe you can directly apply to university. After you will be accepted at the university as a student, so you make a proposal of study, and you send this proposal to, for example, anggota DPR, legislative member from Papua. I know maybe Yan Perminas Madenas, my friend, or maybe he come from Papua Barat, Yan Perminas Madenas, or maybe you can send your proposal to a legislative member in Senayan, or maybe a legislative member on your district or province, and also maybe you can share your proposal to some big company like Freeport. Maybe Freeport have a program to improve local people with scholarship. I think Freeport and something like that. A government and also a company in Papua, maybe they have a program to improve the capacity of people with scholarship. I think that's my suggestion to you, Mbak Uci.
Okay, is it clear, Mbak Uci? It's not directly question from Mbak Uci, maybe it's only a comment, but thank you very much for the explanation, Pak Yanwar. You have question again? No more? I think we have to close our meeting today. No more question? Yeah, as our agenda that our schedule or the durations of our meeting today only 1 hour and a half, but I think that because this discussion is very interesting, we don't realize that we have spent too much time. It's about more than 2 hours. Okay, thank you very much, Kayan, for the next explanation. Nice motivation and also spirit to us. I think that we hope one day by joining our RPIS, Rumah Produktif English School, we can enlarge our English skills, especially speaking, because I think that English is very important, as you said just now. Okay, maybe because I'm the host now, I changed responsibility, so I would like to close our meeting today. And before I close our meeting today, I would like to remind you again, for the newcomer, maybe you can gather with us in our WhatsApp group, because we have a WhatsApp group, and in our WhatsApp group, we don't only practice our speaking, but we also practice our grammar and also our writing. Okay, guys, thank you very much for your nice participation, nice attention, and special thanks to Pak Yanwar Syukur for your spirit today. Okay, billahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.